on stage, Tyson.
Okay, the purpose of actually spearheading this apprenticeship is that I hear a lot of feedback. Okay, luxury market is something too far ahead. I mean, not easy to close. 2 million is not easy to close. They rather do HDB, they do make a mass market. You know, there's no confidence of doing. But later on, we will invite some speaker. You see, the thing is that I want throughout the session, okay, this apprenticeship, okay, with this success sharing, I want you guys, okay, to notice that there's something on your forehead. It's a price tag. You know, you see, the thing is that when I started closing 1 million, it's an achievement. 5 million, 10 million, you know, is how much of worth, okay, you can put in yourself. Everyone can do it. And I mean, the first person that I want to invite to share is Jessica. You see, the thing is that it's very ironic that hardworking people always think that they are lazy. And people who been through adversity, struggle, you know, make it through, they always feel that, okay, I'm quite blessed, you know, happy-go-lucky, you know. But you know, Jessica don't feel that, I mean, her struggle, okay. But I think it's very inspiration. You know, a Malaysian girl come to Singapore. Okay, I'll let her share. Thank you for Jessica. You see, a Malaysian girl coming to Singapore, hoping to get a degree. After graduation, 3,000. Later on, you know, years of hard work, probably 5,000. Then she realized, you know, the degree is a price tag only, right? Then she gave up. I mean, a full-time job, step into real estate. That's a lot of courage, right? And started HDB and stepped into a luxury segment. I seen her struggle. She took a lot of appointment tagging, cannot close, burst case, remorse case, complaint, almost want to give up, can't afford a car. I mean, that time, I mean, she was having the partner, they drove a Honda breakdown, you know. So she told me one day she want to drive a PM. I mean, now she's driving an M3. Last time she can't even afford to rent a place. Now she's able to, you know, own a place of her own. All because, okay, she removed the price tag on the forehead. And I believe, you know, everyone can do it. That is the purpose of this program. And the other speaker I want to invite, okay, has been in industry many years. A very lifestyle agent. I mean, the same thing. Ironic part is that hardworking people are very efficient people. Always say that logo lah, you know, this person that I want to share, want to invite. It's $1 million agent. Okay, number 2 in ranking last year. Very low profile. In fact, she don't want to share. But I mean, I think her story is inspiring. Even, you know, I look forward, I look up to her. Let's welcome Yolanda. Maybe, okay, Yolanda, you can share, I mean, how long you've been in industry and...
Okay, yeah. So I'm Yolanda Loh. I'm in real estate for 12 years. In District 910 since 2009. I think what today I saw the platform that they're going to give you is actually really holding you by the hand and guide you from the start to the end. But last time we had to do everything from scratch on our own. So I think you all are very blessed and should take up the opportunity if you want to explore into this high-end market when the commissions is very good. Any other?
I'm very interested. I want to share something.
No, I was clarified.
I mean, you want to know one over million agent, how's the schedule like? I mean, how's the working schedule? Must be working very hard, right? Perception, people tell me, hey, Lux team, wow, xiong, long hours, right? To make so much money, right?
Okay, there's no specific work hours, but the fact is that when you really need to close, you don't really need a lot of time. So there's no specific work hours. When you need to close, you just focus, close it, finish, and done. That's it. So basically, what he's trying to say is that I have a very good work-life balance once you join Lux team. Okay, it means you can go holiday whenever you want. Like next week I want to go, I will just go. And I can go up to 1 month if I want to. But this is not a good example. But it means that actually if you were to put in the effort and you really focus correctly, efficiently, actually you don't need a lot of work hours. But the only hours that I have extra is the taggings, the show flats that I have to do duty for, just to fill up some time to make sure that I'm on track, so that I don't go off too far off to too comfortable mode. So actually for all the CCR projects, I'm a tagger, and it's a good platform because it actually does make you want to be able to do road shows, which you will not do it on your own. Telemarketing I used to do when I first started, because when at the start you have to do everything, right? So, but now of course I can get to choose, so I find road shows a little bit more better, and that I can face the person personally than through telemarketing. So other than that is our standard advertisements and all this. But of course then there are people who close walk-ins in road shows, which haven't got to do it lah. So
hey, $1 million agent in Orchard doing road show leh. I mean, how many of y'all will be doing that? Make $1 million yet, doing road shows. It's like a high-class beggar, right? But I mean, I'm also doing with her because I see, $1 million agent doing road show must be making money, right? So actually, I do road show with them. In fact, before that, my perception, I call her 12 o'clock, just wake up. Then always holiday. But then I realized one thing, extreme focus. That within the 4 hours, I can only go and look for my prospect. While there's no prospect, they make follow-up call. Halfway through a prospect walk in, they will chase. So it means what I work 8 hours, they are doing it within 4 hours. Is it efficient? Yes, I think it's very inspiring. And I mean, from her I see it's really work-life balance. I mean, having the luxury of time. But of course, I'm not saying that you work short time, because it's over 12 years of experience, 12 years of prospecting, and over the years, okay, even the market up or down, right, they are always at the top. So I think it's a very inspiration person that I invited to speak. Thank you for your answer. Actually, I was supposed to play a video, but I mean, I will just skip it. I mean, the next part I will share. I mean, what is this luxury apprentice program about? Okay, I mean, last year I left from Next. I came back July. I mean, within 5 months, I mean, I'm grateful. I mean, I closed nearly $1 million. Then people ask me, hey, what drives you? What is your driving force? How you keep motivated? The motivation. I can tell you, every day morning I'm so motivated, but the guy is bullshit. Sometimes I'm down also. Sometimes I wake up also lost. I mean, I get lost at times. Very frankly, it's just that I built on the resistance. Last time when I started, half of my time I'm down. Now maybe 20% I'm down. But you see, the thing is that when you're down, what is very important to keep up? The surrounding people. You know, that's why I meet. You know, I went out. I miss the Lux team. You know, a Lux team is about, you know, a culture. You know, we drive each other together. And within the Lux IC, you see, the thing is that no one get left behind. You know, someone need help, any person down, you know, a whistle blow, everyone will go into it. You know, that's the culture. And you know, after coming back, I think that we want to pay it forward. You know, we want to launch this program, okay, to anyone. As long you're committed, you want to do it. You know, like Jessica, you know, you're doing HDB, fine. Do you want to remove your price tag on the forehead? Do you want to change the value on your forehead? If yes, then this is for you. So the key thing is that you see most of the performers started as a tagger. Okay, why? I mean, there's a perception. You know, some of them is that I don't want to be committed. I do prospecting, Facebook. You know, then I just bring to project, let the tagger tag. But you see, the thing is that if you cannot identify the buyer need, okay, you don't know how to turn the cold lead to the warm lead to hot. Okay, you bring to the tagger is not a god. Okay, end of the day you can prospect, spend your money, you're like a tour guide. Okay, so the objective is that we want to groom more taggers. Okay, because being a tagger shorten your selling skill. Even your lender is involved in a lot of tagging. You know. Okay, so we will roll out the program into 8 segments. Okay. Now, module 1 is actually for people who got no idea on CCR. What CCR? You know, some people talk Angsua, but you know, call central region consists of what district where. Okay, the demographics. So we will actually, you know, this is an introduction program. Okay, the geographic, demographic analysis. Okay, you see the thing is, the group of people who stay here has a different mindset. Okay, so we will share some analysis of this target audience. Okay, the market pricing, okay, in CCR. So the key thing is that also the land cost, okay, in CCR, what is the intrinsic value? Now, we will also guide the apprentice, okay, what are the current list of Lux project and the commission structure. So the project ICs will actually share about some project synopsis, the unique selling point, USP. Because sometimes all you need, okay, is to have a unique selling point, 1 or 2. You don't need, you know, 100 page of sales kit. You know, 2 unique selling point is enough to close. Then for the participant, we will group all together for site briefing. You know, you understand the demographic, the project, the area, the pricing, then go on site to see it actual. Now, module 2, the art of psychological profiling. So you see, the thing is that you need to understand a person's psychological need. Just like, you know, when you prospect, you need to turn a cold lead to warm lead. So it's about effective communication. Okay, so this is what this module will help you. Okay, now you need to understand your strength and weakness. A lot of people, you see, the thing is that sometimes I realize people know me than I know myself. You know, so having to understand your strength and weakness is very important. Then you can leverage on the strength. As such, this will also help you to identify your prospect personality type, how to handle them. Okay, effective communication. Okay, read how your prospect think. Okay, so this is a skill to identify, a person into a different category and know how to deal with them. Okay. Now, module 3 is on real estate data analysis, because on the core central region, it's all about facts and figures. You are dealing with investors. So, you learn how to interpret financial data, okay? How to use information and determine market trend. How to use the information to sell a market trend. People will say that market is going down end of the year, but you will learn how to use the proper interpretation, to share the market trend ahead. Handling objection, okay, in relation on market data. Now, the most important is to apply data analysis to help you to close the deal. Okay, this is what this module 3 is about. Module 4 is about how to be a super tagger, how to tag effectively. Now, like Harrison, how he tagged and made 500K just by tagging. Now, for those who may wonder, is that you are new, you have no prospect, you have no network in high net worth. Okay, tagging is one platform that will help you, because you will be serving other people's prospect. People will bring in for you. I mean, it sharpens up your selling skill. And just like Jessica, a Malaysian girl coming in, zero resources, right? Now, she make it what she is. So, we will teach you how to reach out to internal co-broke, external co-broke, okay? Most important, how to deliver a powerful sales kit. Being a tagger is about making the queue, closing the deal for others. You see, but you see the things that nowadays being a tagger is actually not too bad. The tagging fee ranges from 0.2 minimum, 0.3, But if you look at resale market, a private property is 1%. Then you get the listing, you market, you get a co-broke, 0.5. Right? Then how long? Then you got the follow-up, Right? Exercise and this. But you see, being a tagger, effectively people bring client to you. Okay, 0.2, 0.3, not bad. Then there's no more follow-up. Second appointment, third appointment, And from there you learn the skill how to close your own direct. How to be an urban Tarzan. Do you know what is Tarzan? Not the one, not the one wearing the underwear, Okay, the term Tarzan, okay, it's about, you see, the first part is to identify your clients, right? You see, the thing is that you may be advertising for a certain listing. People call you. But you see, the thing is that that product that you list may not be suitable, right? So, it's about understanding the client needs. Then, swing the client to the project that matches the need. That is, swing across. Or perhaps, someone walk in, okay, don't like the project. Are you going to give up? So, being a Tarzan is about, okay, you don't like this, okay, on the spot I know what you want. I am able to swing you effectively to another project to make the closure. So that is what we call urban Tarzan. And if you can be a Tarzan, then you can know how to close already. Now module 5, I'll be covering is a super telemarketing. Okay, just for your info, I mean the last telemarketing campaign for RVA, we generated 87 leads within 2 hours. Okay, you see the thing is that the cost I'm not going to teach you a class to 2 hours. Then bye bye. Okay. The session, I mean, of course, I will share 7 steps to be a super telemarketer. 10 reasons why the call failed. How to deliver a powerful opening speech. You see, most of the time when you do telemarketing, a lot of telemarketers cannot even survive the first 7 seconds. The person will ask you, where you're coming from, how you get my number? Right, then, you're from property, correct? Come, die already, right? We will teach you how to deliver and survive the first 7 seconds. Okay, handle objection, rejections, okay, obstacles, then deliver the closing script, okay, how to follow up and track the cost, how to use Excel, okay, to track and monitor. I mean, it's a form of CRM. Now, very importantly, after you learn already, okay, I believe that after learning, you need to apply. Okay, then we will do role play, rehearse. Okay, so we will break into groups. Okay, now, so depending on the sessions, so if it's a big group, then we will break into a smaller groups of 4, 5. Then we have our project IC to facilitate, to ensure each of you guys are able to deliver. Okay, before you start. So we want to rehearse and rehearse and rehearse until you are able to deliver. If not, then no point giving you the numbers, then you're wasting, right? You want to improve your hit rate. So after the whole thing, okay, we go through the rehearse, okay, we start the campaign. Okay, that is where, after when you learn, we want to apply and get result. So that is why I mean during one of the RVS session, within the 2 hours campaign, we generated 87 leads. Okay, almost every participant get at least 1 lead. Now module 6 is I would call it super prospecting roadshow. Now of course, then you see, roadshow ma. I mean it's pure roadshow. But you see, the thing is that our top performer doing roadshow, there are also people doing roadshow. What's the difference? You see, the thing is that it's either you are standing with a banner beside, then wait for people to walk to you, or you walk towards people, people walk away, or you distribute, the flyers. The next thing, the flyers go down to the bin, right? So we will teach you how to identify potential prospect. Okay, when you identify already, what is the opening statement? How to deliver the opening pitch? How to engage? Critical engagement. Okay, once you engage, the key thing is you want to set an appointment. But who knows, you are doing a roadshow in Orchard, straight away, okay, you apply the dozen skill, swing to B88, and you make a closure, and it happened before a lot of time. Okay, if you can't get appointment, at least get a contact. Okay, so this session we will guide and teach the super prospecting roadshow hyper on at least getting a contact. Now, after getting contact, the process of following up is very important. Okay, now module 7, I'll be covering super prospecting high net worth China buyer. So I do a lot of China buyer handling on high net worth. Okay, you see, the thing is that this is a group of people you need to handle very differently. To sell a 20 million deal, Okay, you cannot sell as a data, you cannot apply science to it. It's like a selling an art piece, a painting that is worth $1 million. But I mean, if you apply as a science, the painting is a paper and some paint. The cost price is $5, right? And most of the time, we don't know what the painting is about. I mean, some ugly picture, but it's worth 20 million. So you see, the thing is that you need to be able to sell a high-end property like an art. Okay, the sale change of closing, identify type of buyers, different high-end buyers behave differently. Okay, understand the mindset, expectations. You see, the thing is that to handle a very high-end individual, they probably have a lot of agents following them. Everyone wants to prospect, all right? Then how can you make an impression and gain the trust that after the appointment they don't buy from you, they don't buy this project, but they will still buy from you after they shop around? That is about the trust, gaining trust, the best practice. So you want to know how to build rapport, understand what is connection, because one simple term, connection, in English, right, in Chinese can mean a lot. 连接, 关系, many different terms. So I will cover part of it. Now you see, the thing is that the China rich don't like to be sold. Then the question is, then how to sell? It cannot be go in KTV, 吃喝喝, drink already then. No deals, right? But yet you cannot appear to be a salesman. They hate salesmen. Then how to sell? So there's a skill to it. You see, the thing is that we will have scenario after the presentation or whatever. When the time is not right, do not make the closure. At least keep a friendship. Close the deal when it's during the right time. So this is an art. I mean, I didn't actually. This is something that over the years, So it's not easy to share this thing out, But I mean, I'm grateful. I benefit from the Lux team. So I created this program to pay it forward. Now, module 8 is the ultimate training on new project launches. Okay, during new project launches, other than roadshows, telemarketing, we'll teach you on digital prospect outreach. Okay, how to create Google form, emails, Mailchimp, WhatsApp. Right? We even give you template. How to set up, how to reply. And of course, then you will need to have some financial calculation on new launches. So we will train you to that. Okay, so this is all the 8 modules about. I will leave the closing part to Dominic.